Thank you for your time tonight, and I know this is an important decision-making night, and I applaud everyone who's here tonight to help make those decisions. So I have a prepared statement. We continue to monitor the COVID-19 pandemic conditions, and as always, we are committed to a safe environment for all of our students, employees, and visitors to our schools. We continue to provide a safe and healthy environment for all, as that has been our goal since the pandemic started in March of 2020. To this day, for 21-22 school year, we have been able to keep our schools open, in-person instruction occurring, and athletic extracurricular activities held to our best ability. And we've been following mitigation strategies. We have seen a recent surge in the COVID cases among our students and staff, both the number of isolations and quarantine cases. And I have some numbers just to share tonight. Since January 1, we've had 28 staff members quarantined or isolated, and we've had 94 students quarantined or isolated with the COVID data that we collect. Over the last 2 weeks, we have seen those numbers impact our staffing of the buildings in all areas. Teachers, paraprofessionals, custodians, and nutrition and transportation staff have been impacted by this surge in COVID. There have been days where the creative staffing ideas of our administrators have been all that have kept our division fully operational. I applaud those decision makers who have assisted when we had to make some decisions. Did we have enough staff to open a classroom? Do we have enough staff to keep the cafeteria running? They have all been a vital part of the decision-making process. So just some thoughts tonight as you all move forward to make the decision. And I've used some things from Allegheny's presentation. I've used some things from other school divisions because I think what everyone else, you see it all over the media, what's happening. Number one, the federal vaccine testing mandate through OSHA was recently overturned by the U.S. Supreme Court. The CDC and VDH issued revised and reduced quarantine isolation protocols that were predicated on universal masking in schools in early January that we as a division are not yet following. I mentioned at the January meeting that we were waiting and considering that we had not done this yet because we were waiting to see what Governor Youngkin's decision would be made. So tonight, that's on the table. Are we ready to discuss that as moving forward with those new data? I have discussed that with our principals. They know it's a possibility, and so we're ready to talk about that. It will get kids back into school sooner, but there are some things that have to be worked out, as I call them wrinkles. Number three, Governor Youngkin issued an executive order regarding masking of students in schools this past weekend with an effect date of January 24th. CCPS staff members participate in a weekly conference with Dr. Mora over a Zoom meeting to try to figure out what we should be doing based upon the numbers that they are seeing. We are anticipating further guidance from the Virginia Department of Education, the Virginia School Boards Association, and the Virginia Department of Health, which we do not have yet. We've been waiting for more guidance to come. I have asked for that from the VDOE, haven't gotten it. The VDH, I think, is working like everyone else very hard to come up with some new guidance, and I think we'll see it probably over this weekend. So tonight, as it appears to be a conflict between Executive Order 2 and Senate Bill 1303, to help you all make an informed decision on whether or not to follow EO2, the following documents were presented for your review prior to tonight's meeting, and I know you've all probably looked at more than just what I presented because there's many out there. So number one, I gave you the legal opinion and information from our legal firm, Timberlake Smith out of Stanton. Rodney Young and Mandy Montgomery Smith help us navigate risk, and I provided that document for you all. Number two, we're a member of VACOR, who is our risk management firm who holds our liability. Stephanie Heisselman, who is the Member Services Director, I provided you what she said in response to my question. You all saw Elizabeth Ewing from the VSBA, the attorney, what her thoughts were. I provided you with Executive Order number 2 from January 15th with Governor Youngkin. I provided you the public health order from August August 2021. I provided you the Senate Bill 1303 from March 3rd, 2021, and I gave you multiple CDC and VDH documents for your review. So tonight, I applaud you for making the decision that I know that you will make for the good of our school division and our students and our staff. So if there's any further questions, I have shared everything I would like to share this evening. But we can go back to screen. We have been screening. We can screen our visitor. Those are things you have to give us an opportunity to look at. We can screen. It puts more burden on everybody in the schools.
Yeah.
But we will do our best to screen visitors, provide masks. Every morning our bus drivers have boxes of masks. And many of our children don't have masks. And we give them a mask. We buy masks by the cases. And we buy because we give. We give masks in the mornings to kids when they come in because they don't come in with their own mask. So we're going to take care of our people and we're going to take care of our visitors. But you have to give us time to figure all of this out. And honestly, when I said our numbers are rising, I might have to come back and say what we've done is provided us more challenges than we can handle. But I don't think that I can tell you that now because we haven't done that yet, but it could cause us more challenges. And the other thing, our principals and everybody are working hard, our school nurses are working hard, and I thank them for all that they do to keep us all safe and healthy, but you have to give us some time. I'm not ready to open up the buildings. I don't think we're ready to open up the buildings to athletic.
For security reasons.
I mean for like rec league or something like that. I think we still need to have some parameters about who comes in our buildings, like parents. Definitely, we want them, but we're going to have to be careful about how we let those decisions be made.
I agree with you, and Pastor Clark, I believe my interpretation of visitor was that parental figure, guardian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's
that wasn't just
A mob from them.
right, or
States over.
And just like when you go to the doctor, they ask you before you go in, have you been around? They ask you about 10 questions before and that's all you need to do if somebody wants to come in the building.